Hi, I am Jinal Shah from Team Rujuta Diwekar. Today I'm going to be talking about how to make the right food choices, how to understand whether what I am eating is good for me or not. The reason I want to talk about this is because we currently are in the world of confusion when it comes to food. We are not sure whether what we are eating is good for us and what should we be eating. So here are 3 tests that I will be sharing with you, which will help not just we as adults but also our children to understand how to make the right food choices so that they can lead fit, healthy and disease-free lives. The first test is grandmother's test. The grandmother's test has 2 parts. Part A is, does your grandmother recognize this as food? So for example, if we were to compare say poha with oats, so does your grandmother recognize oats as food? Yes, maybe today given the marketing scenario, she would recognize it as food. But step B, which is, has she eaten it when she was growing up? Well, mostly the answer to this is going to be no. And that means that it fails the test. Which means that between poha and oats, poha is something that she recognizes as food and has surely eaten while she is growing up. So that is something that is good for you and something that you can also include in your daily diet. The second test is called as the food miles test. Now the meaning of food miles is that how much distance does the food travel from where it grows to land onto your plate. Now, what this means is that are we eating stuff which is local to our soil, which grows in our area or in our region, which is native to our land? Because only when it is local to our soil and native to our land and also something that belongs to our food heritage, will it be easy for our body to digest it and to also recognize it as food and get all the benefits, all the nutrients, vitamins, minerals out of it. So say for example, if we are to look at a grain like ragi, nachni, which is something that grows on our soil, versus you look at a grain like quinoa, which has become the so-called superfood currently. Now, quinoa is not even something that grows on our land. It travels a long distance to come to our plate. So between the two, what do you think will be good for you? Of course, the ragi. The third test is called as the versatility test. Now, as the word versatile means that you can rather make many things out of just one thing. That's what is the property of our Indian foods, which is that they are very, very versatile. So for example, if you just simply compare a mango to a kiwi, because mango is in season right now, there are so many things that you can make out of a mango. So you can make achar out of the raw mango. You can have mango as a fruit by itself when it ripens. You can make aam ras out of it. You can make aam panha out of it. You can make, from the gutli, we also make that sof out of the mango ka gutli. So there are so many things that you can make out of just one single mango. But well, compare this to a kiwi, for example. Can you prepare so many different dishes from a kiwi? No, I don't think so. Or very simple, look at rice. How many things can you make out of rice? You can make kheer, you can make pulao, you can make rice flour out of rice and make bhakri out of it. You can make different preparations like khichdi, dal rice, rajma chawal. So many things that can be prepared and had just from rice. So that's its versatility. When any food is versatile, it means that it will really help our body to grow, to remain fit. It will allow the body to get all the nutrients that it requires and for us to lead a very healthy, happy and a disease-free life. So these are the 3 tests that you should put your food through if you are confused about what should you eat. Here's the thing, what is happening in today's time is that we are looking at food from a very narrow view of food groups, which is carbohydrate, protein, fats and calories. Now, food is not just food groups. This division of food is called as nutritionism. Nutritionism, just like any other ism, like racism or ageism or sexism is very, very discriminatory. Food is beyond just food groups and carbohydrate, protein, fats, and calories. Food needs to be looked at from the view of food systems, that whatever that we are eating, is it good for my individual health? Is this good for my farmer, which is the local economy? Is this good for the global ecology, which is the environment at large? Only if it meets up with these three criteria is it good for you to eat. So it's important that we view this. In fact, I would like to also add a fourth test, to all of these tests, which is called as the local name test. Because if you look at all of our Indian foods, everything has a name in our native language. So for example, if you look at pumpkin, pumpkin not just has a name in English, but it also has a name in Hindi, in Gujarati, in Marathi. We call it bhopra, we call it kaddu. So there are many names that it has. So if a particular food has a name in your native language, only then is it good for you to have. So that's the fourth test. Because talking about food in our native language is very, very important. All of our secrets about health and fitness is actually hidden in our native language. So when you are talking about food, make sure that you are referring to food in your mother tongue and not in English. Because English is not the language of science, but in fact our mother tongue is very much the language of science. So these are the 4 tests that you must put your food through if you have any confusion about whether I should be eating this food or not. The grandmother test, the food miles test, the versatility test, and the local name test. That's all from me today. Thank you very much.